Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
It's 3rd down and 13.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
A big loss on
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Brady's pass.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Brady. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, now Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And that... That is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. James has it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Buccaneers 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Newton. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Newton. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
Now Newton.
And goal.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert, rolling to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 47 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown,
David Montgomery with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
His kick is
so simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton flushed it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Loss of 17 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
4th down and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on set? And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Buccaneers, 16.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At their 49-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert buying time to his... Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Herbert, he'll buy some time right. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert going deep for Montgomery. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
To throw is Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's got Snead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's third and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
At the Buccaneers' 25-yard line.
Now a run with Montgomery. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They run. Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. From the 4, it's second and a couple.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Lions 21, Buccaneers 19.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Lions 28, Buccaneers 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. It springs free. Montgomery loses it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. On first down, Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
To number
11 yards there and a Lion first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Newton. Caught on the right side by Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
David Montgomery.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 18-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough. Couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous third down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is all the right